Radio Taurus, hello, welcome to your love reading for December 2020 for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending. And as I always say, if it doesn't resonate, if the reading doesn't resonate with you, look at your Mercury, which is your communication. Look at your Venus, which is your love. This is a love reading focus for December 2020 for Taurus. And if you don't know where those placements are, look at the link down below in the description that says free natal chart. It gives you quite a lot of information about your placements as well, especially if you know your date of birth. And then you look at those readings as well, and it gives you quite a comprehensive picture. Okay. Also, looking in the description box, you will see there's a link for AC Digital Marketing Solutions. There's my beautiful best friend who's an incredible graphic designer and social media manager, and she does my beautiful funky thumbnails. They're beautiful, eh? Don't you like them? I love them. They're very funky. So we're going to look at where you currently are, how did you get there, what's coming towards you, what's the overall energy, and then we're going to finish the reading off with an oracle card. And I feel that I actually want to do a crystal oracle card for you as well. So a nice jam-packed reading for you. Take what resonates for Taurus. All right. For all of you beauties that are always supporting me, I'd like to thank you for that. And for those of you that are here for the first time, I'd like to welcome you to my channel. My name is Adrian. I'm an intuitive healer. I practice holistic wellness, and I also do spiritual regression hypnosis. Okay. I do personal readings. I just don't do that many. So I probably do, sorry about that, I probably do about maybe 2 or 3 a week. So if you are interested, my email address is down below, or you can just subscribe to the channel, remembering to hit that notification bell if you do. Okay. So first card coming out for where you currently are, this is you stepping away from the troubles in your life. You stepping away. Oh yeah. Do any of you still remember that song? It was such a funky song. It was by Craig David back in the day. Oh, it was such a cool song. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away. Oh, does Lover's card wanna come out? Does Lover's card wanna come out? All right. And this is you stepping towards more. Sometimes when you think about stepping away, we kind of want to put it like in a negative connotation. But this is also, sometimes you realize that, and this is the thing in life, you can realize that you're with somebody that you really, really care about, or in a situation that you really care about, be it with someone, be it that you are single, but you realize that, maybe it's a bit of a time for a change here. I do sense you stepping away from somebody that you might have once realized was absolutely perfect for you. Okay, just hold on. All right, so in the recent past, from the Light Seers Tarot, we've got the Knight of Cups. So this is the recent past, okay? So, recent past, current energy, 8 of Cups. What's coming towards you, the Lovers, and the Devil is the overall energy. So this might be you, either having made a connection or sort of made up your mind that you're kind of gonna, make a connection with this particular person. You thought that this was the perfect person for you, that this was actually gonna work out. And, sometimes, and this could be one of those cases where kind of by no fault of your own, you realize that as beautiful as that situation was, it's time to move forward from there, all right? Maybe you need some more personal growth within yourself, and it's a little bit sad when we have this situation sometimes, but I do feel quite a sense of enlightenment for you, that we sometimes realize that this situation was perfect, this was beautiful, this was what it was meant to be at this particular point in time, but now it's also time to move on from that situation, on from that connection, which, as I said, it can be stressful sometimes, but also in this particular case, I feel that where you are heading to more. You are heading towards positivity, towards life. Because if you look at that, this character is moving from something really beautiful, this beautiful situation there, this bowl, this fire here, on this water, on this flow. And this is where we sometimes realize that as beautiful as this is, and as much potential as it may have, if I give it some time, if I put in some work, that I need something more. I need something different. I need something else. And this is stepping towards it. Okay? And it's definitely coming your way as well. So this might also be, and this could be a period where everybody doesn't quite understand where you are currently at. They don't really get your feelings, maybe. I do feel though, and I think it's so beautiful that for those of you that are sort of, stepping away from a certain person to be with a different person, I feel that the person that you are stepping away from, they've actually got, clarity and understanding of the situation, and they may not be overly joyous about it, but they do actually bless it because they do actually understand it. Okay? There with the devil on your overall energy though. I feel that you want to be careful of making harsh movements. Be careful of the words that you speak, because sometimes, it's good to follow your heart, but you don't really also want logic to completely fly out the door. All right? So be mindful of that energy of I know what I want to have, and I can't really be bothered too much by anything else. Okay. Let's clarify this for you. We're going to start with this overall energy, the devil. See what we have. Clarifying using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. I know that you'll sometimes ask. Also, there's in the description box, I put all the different decks that I use. I just put them all over there. So you can see all the different tarot and oracle decks that I use in my readings. Okay? Alright. So let's see what we have over here. But clarifying for you, Taurus. So the first card coming out is the Five of Cups. Okay? Now, Five of Cups, King of Wands. Okay? This is one of the situations where it's all fine and well to walk away. It's all fine and well to move on because you are moving towards more. But you kind of, the thing where people say don't burn your bridges. This is you wanting to sort of reinforce the bridges before you move on. And this is by a sense of complete, forgiveness. And as we said earlier on, for those of you that are stepping away from a situation with someone towards a situation with someone else, whatever it is that brought that about, you want to sort of clear the situation out first before you go over there, because otherwise you take that baggage with you into the new situation. All right? And when you can be free of that past, because sometimes the thing is, when we step away from a situation, especially if we're stepping from one person, we're stepping to another, it really means that obviously, in the other connection, there is something that we don't really find within this one. And whilst it might be all fulfilling for you, it could be very hurtful for the other person, and there's that energy still there, there's that unfinished business that needs to be sorted out. Because at the other end of that unfinished business is the King of Wands, which is beautiful, all right? Which is really, really beautiful, but you want to have that, you wanna have your business finished, okay? Whatever it is that needs to be done, you wanna finish one chapter before you move to a next chapter, all right? Otherwise, the lines start to blur, and obviously, with energy being energy, whatever you might be moving away from, and you're moving towards where you're going, because you're moving away from, you could be bringing what you are moving away from into the new connection, and then it's just basically a repeat of the same cycle. And who wants that? Okay, so just what topped around here, 10 of Pentacles. So this new connection has got a beautiful, beautiful potential. All right. For those of you that are stepping away, whatever it is that you're stepping away from, it's very, very good. The stepping away itself is a very good step. All right. What you're going towards is an excellent step. The only thing is, make sure that you finish the one chapter first before you move on to the next one. Okay. Finish the business. Because this unfinished business can actually mess up a future connection. And so One more card for that. We've got the... Oh, okay, sorry. So for the Knight of Cups, which is in the recent past, the energy that brought you to where you are, Ace of Pentacles, that connection was actually a blessed, beautiful connection. That was divine intervention. So sometimes when we walk away from a situation, we only see the bad. We only see the reasons why it didn't work out. We look at our frustrations and, we justify it to ourselves and our friends and our family members and whoever. But look at the good. There was a lot to be learned within this connection, this situation, this connection where you are, that that you're moving away from, this energy that you're moving away from, be it from someone, be it from something. It actually serves you very positively. All right. So you may have had a connection there with someone in the past, and this is almost like remind yourself of what is it that you initially liked about them. All right. It may not have lasted, but what is it that you actually liked about them? What initially attracted you to them? All right. And this is giving honor to a situation, because everything in the past does benefit us in a positive way. You've got the Six of Wands. So that connection base, it definitely moved you forward. All right. Now, sometimes we get a situation in life where, you're with a certain person, and your heart desires for a true, beautiful connection in life. Sorry. And so you're with someone and you think that is the one. And then it turns out that, that is not the one. All right. But sometimes it's very powerful lessons to be learned there. And you had that very personal, beautiful, powerful connection with somebody else. And then sometimes the disappointment and everything is so much that we miss also what are the lessons that we could have learned. And until we don't learn the lessons, we don't really get the value of what that connection actually was. All right. So take the value with you, because that in itself, that connection that you had that might not have worked out, is what brought you to where you currently are, which is the perfectly divine present moment. Okay. All right, flying right out, 3 cards. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So whatever connection you had in the past, it encouraged you to, there's an encouragement to start working on you, to become a better version of yourself. I know we don't always want to hear these things. You want to look at like, they did that wrong, and they did that wrong, and they did you in, and you. But no. Life is about you. And when it comes to love, because it's such a personal thing, and it's our emotions, at our core, we are love. We want to look at ourselves. All right. That is when we really grow. The Six of Pentacles, beautifully moving forward. That connection that you had taught you how to be more conscientious, responsible with your energy for what it is that you want to have. You may not have been, as good as you could have been with maintaining your energy, which means you don't always get what it is that you want to get, because you weren't so in control of your energy as you might have been. And we're all learning. And look at that with the Justice card there. It really helped you forward beautifully. That was such a beautiful connection. It might not have been everything that you would have wanted it to be, but sometimes when we look so much at what doesn't work, we forget what is working. Right, so let's just put this back in the deck that fell upside down. But I'm going to take the one that came out on the side. So remember I said I'm getting one more card for the recent past. Now the current energy is the Eight of Cups. So the last card that came out for the recent past, the recent energy, for that Knight of Wands is the Eight of Cups. You were never meant to stay within this connection. This was always a stepping stone. That was always a stepping stone. You were never meant to stay inside of that connection. Okay, if you look at things in the whole divine plan, you were never meant to stay within that connection. All right, and this is also beautiful. This is when our soulmates come in and to help us sometimes, and our twin flames come in to help us sometimes. We've got this very sort of thwarted idea that I want to find my twin flame and we're going to live happily ever after, and it's going to be so beautiful, and the pigeons are going to fly, and there's going to be, a rainbow and sparkles and all that stuff. But twin flames come in to help us. They're like a mirror reflection of who we are, that often show us when we're kind of off track here. And it's almost like when a parent comes in sometimes with a child. You can come in from a lot of love, but you come in quite harshly, like, listen, Baba, you're messing up there. You know, it's like that sort of energy sometimes. And that is how twin flames can help us sometimes. So you may have had a connection like that, that you thought that that was it, but then it wasn't it. And you're like, what was going on here? That's what was going on there. Okay. So in this energy that it brought you to, this Eight of Cups, where you are now, it's almost like you are realizing more of your value and more of your worth where you are right now. Okay. And sometimes we don't have that in life. So, you know, we need to like get a little bit of a shake-up. Okay, let's see. What clarifiers do we have? Why do you not want to hear the message? Are you all scared about what I'm going to say? It doesn't really do anything. I'm just being theatrical. Okay. I mean the blowing. But come on, seriously now. This one card that flipped over. Three of Wands, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands. So you've got the Three of Wands. You are exactly where you need to be in the journey of love, which means the journey of life. All right. Two of Cups. You are in the space where things are coming together. The heart desires that you have for love, through divine intervention, by choosing yourself, you actually brought to you, or is bringing to you, what it is that your heart truly desires. So by walking the walk, you are actually bringing towards you, or you're rather placing yourself in alignment to receive the love connection that it is that you'd like to have. All right. And this is a coming together. So in a sense, you are dealing with a person that is very much doing the same thing that you are doing right now. They're choosing themselves. And this is really, again, what the twin flame connection is all about. It is about being fully within yourself, where you can acknowledge that you are feeling lonely. You can acknowledge that you'd like to be with someone. You can acknowledge that you would like to be in a partnership, and you don't feel you're fully whole and complete while you're not in that partnership. But you're not buying into the idea that because you don't have what your heart desires, and because you're having these feelings, you're not buying into the idea that something is wrong in your life. Okay? So, divine intervention. What's going on here? Alright. What are you all doing with me? Okay. We're going to draw one more card for this current energy. Look at this. Two of Pentacles. Things are turning in your favor. Things are turning in your favor. All right. The wheels are turning, and they are turning in your favor. All right. Because look at what's coming towards you. The Lovers, love, Gemini energy. Doesn't really have to be a Gemini. It can be a free-spirited soul. You know, a person that can be serious when they need to be serious. That can, work hard, but can also play hard. You know. Say, for example, you're dealing with somebody who's in a more corporate sort of life, or maybe in the more forefront of life. They can be that very sort of polished person, but when they're at home, they're that more sort of placid person. Okay? Alright, so you got the Ten of Wands. So this connection is also helping you to get over the pain that you would have experienced within the previous situation. Okay? You got the Star. Beautiful universal divine connection here. And it's also, it's amazing when we sometimes are within these connections. It's only once you actually do the work that is required, and you move on to that next step, that you realize, oh, that other connection really ever was never really meant to be. All right. So 10 of Wands, this is healing from that past situation. Remember, though, that in order for all this to go about the way that it's going about, there is still that Five of Cups energy, the previous energy in the current situation that you need to do. Finishing the one chapter before moving to the next chapter. Don't try to skip out on the work, because when we do, life just sort of reroutes us back to where we were before, The person that you got away from, The energy that you're moving away from, you say, I'm never going to go there again. When you don't do the work and your focus is that you want to go forward, life is just going to take you back there again. It'll just be a different person, you know, or maybe the same person, okay? Or in a different situation, a different circumstance, you know. Maybe that was in a love relationship, now you kind of don't maybe get the job that you wanted to have. It's the same pattern that plays out in different ways, all right? That is what I'm saying. When we sometimes look at love readings, people just want to look at love, 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 love. But it's about all of your life because it's about your energy, all right? So beautiful healing there if you do the work going forward with this connection that you are making. I see beautiful childhood patterns healing, a lot of things that you may have missed out on before that is healing for you. The universe supporting you with that. This is you being in alignment with your life plan, with your soul plan, and there with the Hierophant, making a beautiful new start together. Okay, now let's get you a oracle card from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. If the reading resonates with you, you're more than welcome to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you subscribe, remember to hit that notification bell so you know when the readings are coming out. My next set of readings for you, Taurus. Why did I want to say? I wanted to say Libra, but my next set of reading coming out for you, Taurus, is for your 2021 readings. So it says tender embrace. Be kind to yourself, be kind to your heart, be kind to your mind. If you're going to think a lot, at least be kind towards yourself when you're thinking about it, all right? Don't call yourself a loser. Don't say, I always do this, you know? Rather say, why am I always doing this? What is the pattern over here? It's a coming together. Waking the lion. This is your, I don't really know what the word is for it, but I call it your golden heart activation. It is that almost higher purpose of you coming forward in the divine matrix. Things are flowing for you. Things are flowing for you. Things are flowing for you. Card coming right out again with amethyst. It says meditation, but this is about getting clarity about your life. What it is that you want to have, you know, with love. And how would you like love to fit into your life? And how would you like life to fit around your love? You know, we sometimes look at these things as isolated events, and that is often where we fall off the wagon. All right? As above, so below. If you can think it, you can have it. But do you really want to have it? You know? Sometimes you say, like, oh, I'd like to have this person. You see them in the magazine, you know, and they're all sexy and, you know, they're like the supermodel. And they're like, I'd like to have this person in my life. But do you really? Because what kind of life do they have? Is it going to fit in with yours and you're going to fit in with theirs? All right? It's about mindful manifestation, especially love, because it's such a personal thing.